How about this? He's wearing a Rick and Bubba customer service specialist shirt back from the old now. What did it make it? A year? Rick and Bubba restaurant.
Right about that.
Just when I'm over the failure of the Rick and Bubba restaurant, and I know I don't distress about it near as much as people who actually nearly lost everything they had over it.
We just made a comedy bit out of it.
Yeah, it's one thing to be the cartoon on the sign; it's another thing to have your millions stuck up in it.
Yeah.
Just when
like a turducken.
right. Just when I've moved on from it, things like this will happen. I'll see those shirts.
Yeah.
And when that guy brought the to-go menu the other day, and I looked at how well done that was, I'm like, how did it not work?
You know what's really funny too is we from time to time will get pictures of people who are in New York City, in Manhattan, out on the street, and they get a Coke from a vendor, and it's in a Rick and Bubba cup. And, of course, they'll send us the picture right away. And we must have had 6 million cups made.
I know.
That's all I can figure.
I mean, we came out of the gate just like gangbusters.
Oh, I know.
But it's almost like it was too much.
Yeah. Right. It's kind of like you running that 880. That first lap was impressive.
Yeah, it was.
Hey, what about the rest of the
race? Well, how about running a restaurant? It's a day-to-day thing. It's not just a one hit.
Yeah, that's tough. I have such respect for anybody that can stay in that business.
I don't know how some of those of you that are successful in restaurant, hey, my tip of the hat from the Rick and Bubba show.
I have never seen an industry or a business where you can have a store full of people and buy too much ketchup and lose money.
Right.
It's just unbelievable.
Well, you remember right out of the gate we struggled with because some of y'all are a bunch of thieves. I mean, can I just call it on some of you? Stealing our ketchup, mustard bottles, you killed us with that. I mean, you can't steal them. We put Rick and Bubba on because we thought it looked cool. I mean, if you wanted one, ask.
Yeah.
I mean, we had to replace those every time we turned around. Then we had to go to some good, and so nobody'd steal them. We had to make them ugly. You remember that?
But can't have nothing nice.
You can't have anything nice. By the way, that was one of my. I don't know who the comedian was, and I wanted to credit. Talk about how your mom always, will say things that are exaggerated. That he broke the Flintstone collectible glass he got from a fast food restaurant, and when he would break it, his mom would go, "We can't have anything nice." By the way,
I'm afraid Speedy was looking at the story about Congressman Weiner.
Oh, yeah. I heard his wife's home now. He's going to resign. See, it didn't take long for that to happen.
She came back into the States and said, "I'll tell you what you will do."
Yeah, it's funny. He was so indecisive about whether he was going to resign till his wife got home.
Yeah.
And of all people, if you've done what this idiot, sick, twisted human being has been doing, okay? And by the way, now we've got an interview with somebody who was saying she was asked to lie about it and that they were great friends on their little pictures. Mm-hmm. Let me say this.
Yeah, did you see the interview with her?
I did not.
She was a pro.
Yeah,
I did.
Okay, Greg, that's it.
Heard about that.
Let me say this. She was not an ugly woman.
And she was a pro. She was a professional.
Okay,
I'm talking about this ain't some schoolgirl he was talking about earlier.
Right. Well,
what's your professional what?
Adult entertainment.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I didn't see that part.
That is correct. And
nationally renowned.
Let me tell you something. When you walk in that seedy world, and isn't it funny how you're in a world where everybody in it admits we're all decadent, we're seedy, and all of a sudden you just think that kind of person is going to keep it down low. It's like, now that's somebody can be trusted if I get in trouble. And suddenly you look, she's doing a primetime news interview, and you're like, well, I guess not.
Well, she wants to be on TV too.
But
okay.
Think about this. If you're this sick, twisted congressman, okay, and your wife is gone, and when this happens, but she's not just with one of her girlfriends, she's with Hillary Clinton, who has also been shamed by her
the most
husband.
publicly shamed
right.
person maybe
So
in history.
now you're just waiting on that very long plane ride for them back from some part of the world they're in, and every second that goes by, she's heard Hillary say, "Well, I'll tell you what you're going to do when you get back."
That's it.
And I'll tell you what, when that happened to me, and he's sorry piece of, and you're just sitting there going, it's getting worse and worse. So he was all of a sudden real indecisive to all of a sudden the interview happened and his wife got home and now he says he's going to resign.
Quickly.
Guys, what do you think that wife said when she walked through and said, "I'll tell you what we're going to do first, right out of the gate. If this story's never going to end as long as your idiot self keeps talking about you're not sure what you're going to do about serving the people." Okay.
Well, now that's not a page out of the Clinton playbook, by the way. That is, you come back and you say, I must get back to work because my constituents need me, and I have an education bill.
Right, and really she was taking a page from Hillary Clinton, who I did find it weird that one time women considered her to be an icon of all women. What? Mm-hmm. But anyway, you come home, you hit your husband in the head with a telephone, then you go on to camera and you stand by him and smile so y'all can stay in power.
Right.
I mean that was out of the page out of their playbook. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't appear that Huma, which is going.
Quite frankly, you cannot write comedy better than this. The skits playing out.
Mm-mm. Bubba, a bizarre story out of Savannah, Georgia. A woman has called 911. Why, you may ask, Bubba? Because a Chinese restaurant got her order wrong. And I understand this 911 call is solid gold because she is angry that the Chinese at the restaurant will not refund her money.
From the wrong order.
About that they did not get her order wrong. Now, we've called a 911 operator who did send law enforcement there because it sounded like it was about to get out of control. Mm-hmm. Here is the 911 call.
Metro 911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, I need a police at 11710 D Largo Drive. This is Hong Kong restaurant, Chinese restaurant to go. I order food, and they going to give me the wrong food. I bring the stuff back. They going to tell me, no, they ain't going to give me money. They going to have to give me my money. I need somebody I can do that going on.
You're at 11710 B?
D as in dog.
All right, I'll send someone to talk to you,
You know
okay?
what? Y'all need to stop talking like that because I don't like it. Y'all talk English and don't talk at all in front of me. Y'all going to make me get up angry.
Ma'am, I'll get someone over there to you, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay.
Y'all going
to guys
talk to me in English? You don't talk to me at all.
Y'all need to get out of here. They've been trying to get my money back. You that's right order. We do it right. We not get your money back.
I mean,
you don't get sassy me. I get sassy you. Throw noodle at you now, nappy head. So I mean,
I needed an interpreter for that whole conversation.
She's telling them to speak English. But it doesn't sound like, guys, do we call 911 because our order's not right at the Chinese restaurant?
No, Rick, I'll vote no on that. I'll save that for car crashes and other deadly things.
Don't you think that? All right, let's say that I'm at a Chinese restaurant.
Let's just say,
okay,
because that's apt to happen.
Right. Let's say that we're at the Chinese restaurant and they don't get the order right.
Right.
And we go back in and they say, "You so fat, you don't need more." You remember when you and I got kicked out of a buffet?
I know,
one
Rick.
time?
Thanks for bringing
have
that
to
up.
go.
Right.
You eat too much, no more.
We don't like you.
We don't mean all you can eat.
You get out here right now, Yankee dog. And but
you eat 5 plate, me lose money, go.
So you eat so much we can't even make it. But anyway, so you go, hey, you need
when
to
they handed me the net and said I'd have to work off my check, that my job was dog catcher, I thought that was a little money.
Yeah. We come
You
get you.
dog catcher, bring that big one.
We break your legs, big man. So I'm not saying
Bring
that,
back German Shepherd.
I'm not saying that you
Eat
might
many.
not call the local police station
Chihuahua.
on a non-emergency and say, "Hey, I can't get this restaurant to get my money back, and it's escalating." But you don't call 911. I mean, you don't type 911 over and you come Hong Kong restaurant, you say sweet side chicken, that's what you get.
Yeah, I didn't understand.
I said I wanted Mandarin combination. Not what you say. You say sweet side chicken, that's what you get. I give you half money back. What do you think?
She wouldn't have nothing to do with that, and don't speak to me unless it's
Don't you
English.
be talking to me like that. You speak English to me. But I've never, I mean.
What was the actual order argument? I never did get it.
She said,
wrong order. I want my money back. No, we're not giving you money
They said,
back.
well, remember, she does say at one point they want to give me
half.
they want to give me half.
half. Yeah.
Which I don't know where they come to that conclusion.
We give you half. You want to know what I bet it is? She probably ate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, or that's their expense in the food cooking. I mean, you can't take that and serve it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Not
it's wrong.
normally.
You took bite. You keep half. We see you bite. It's on you. We see you. We see sweet sour sauce on you.